shining. They ain't seen it when they young, out here grinding. It's okay, yeah. Either way, young, getting paid, yeah.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Set to go now is Connor Barth. And off we go from Sports Authority Field. This will be fielded at the 6.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity. To go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Murray. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he cuts right sideline and some room to go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, 58 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Broncos. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Slot man moves right. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Handoff. It's Murray. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Let's go!
Here's Murray. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go!
On third down, it's Murray. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Set. Green 39.
They go with Murray again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Green 39. Green 39.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's
Here we go now.
on 3rd down. Cutler. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here we go now.
Here we go on 4th down with Cutler. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Let's go. 3-2.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll escape to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
The slot man in motion right. This is Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
He'll drop to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Let's go. Blue 58.
They run with Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hey, cut in right. Watch cut in. Let's go. Blue 58. Blue.
Looking to throw. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Blue 58.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, here's Cutler. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
All right, here we go.
They go play action with Cutler. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now let's go. Over.
Cutler to throw again. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
I got 15. Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Kendricks from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Final play of the half. It's Cutler eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
6 yards to go here on second down. Again, it's Murray. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing here, Cutler. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Cutler. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 41-yard line. Give him 5 on the play there. And it'll be first down, Denver. Off the play fake. Here's Cutler. Going up top. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. Ed Reed in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done. Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? He'll try and throw for it here. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete to Sharp. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Let's go. 3-2. Switch.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Paul Krause.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Set. Green 39. Let's go.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Dancing to his left. And the Raiders have got him. Bruce Carter in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Now let's go. No. Check.
From the gun, it's Cutler. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Now it's Cutler. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 2nd and 10. It's Cutler again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Latavius Murray, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, 77 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.